Hey guys, welcome to the finale recap of Big Brother 13. It's time to eat the whole enchilada. Alright, so it's down to Rachel, Adam, and Portia. Let me just say, Julie, nice choice of outfit tonight. The red dress was very classy. That's the Julie that I know and love from before you had kids. Now you pulled it all together again. Final HOH, part 1. It was Rachel, Portia, and Adam. And Rachel and Portia had a final 2 deal going into this. Adam fell off the egg beater, or the butter beater, at like 28 minutes. So it really came down to Portia and Rachel. Portia fell off, and it was so funny though. Rachel was like, Portia, just fall off already. I don't want to be swimming around in throw-up butter. These girls just kill me. Alright, so she lasted till 46 minutes. That was a pretty brutal competition because a lot of people were very sore the next day. Part 2 was the underwater maze in the backyard. This looked like the same setup that they had for the season with Dick and Danielle. And I guess Zach was in the final against Danielle for that one, and Danielle pulled it out. But you had to get the HOH heads through the maze and put them in the correct order. Portia went first, and then Adam went, but Adam's fatal error was throwing out his goggles and then having to jump out and get them again when he realized it was worse than the goggles. So he did it in 6 minutes, and Portia did it in 3 and change, so she won. Which made Adam very depressed, I think, because he knew he wasn't going to the finals. So it's time for the jury roundtable. Let's change the subject. They're all waiting out in the backyard for the next 2 jury members, and it's Kalia, followed by Jordan. Alright, so we find out that Rachel played a good game, but Danny thinks she's a floater. Portia basically walked around in a bikini all summer and cooked, and Adam really didn't do much. Everyone agreed on that point. Danny came up with a new term for Adam. She coined him a piggybacker. Isn't that kind of like a coattail rider? Isn't that the same thing? You just made up a new word? Kalia swears she played her own game. Meeting adjourned. I don't want to hear anyone else's opinion. So whatever. It's not up for discussion. Time for the final HOH, which was played out live. It was the old jury statement, you pick the ending. So after 6 questions, whoever's got the most points is the final HOH. And Rachel stopped the game after 5 questions because she had enough to win. She pretty much left Portia in the dirt. She totally freaked out. She was crying, she was shaking, she was probably cursing because it went to the fish tank a few times. So it's time for the final pleadings. Before Rachel picks who she's taking with her to the final 2. So Portia said, we were allies then, we're allies now, pick me. Adam said, Portia is a floater, and I'm not. I guess that was the last trick up his sleeve to try and make it to the finals. He didn't make it, though. She definitely picked Portia. She did have a final 2 deal with her, unless it wasn't to her advantage, but I guess she figured that she didn't want to give the money to Adam. So Adam's talking to Julie, and she's like, did Rachel make the best decision by getting rid of you? And he said yes, because he definitely thinks that if he was in the final 2, he would have won the whole thing. Delusional! Oh my god, he acted like such a jackass when he got out of the house. He totally blocked Julie's shot. I was waiting for her to call out the squad to have him like executed on the spot there, or at least slap him. For crying out loud, sit in your seat and, you know, a little decorum, please. It's not a free-for-all yet. Alright, so it's time to trot in the jury. That was Brendan, Danielle, Jeff, Jordan, Shelley, Kalia, and Adam. Basically, the show was cut short, so they didn't do the usual, I get to ask a question of each finalist, each house guest on the jury. So they agreed on questions as a group. Basically, we found out that Rachel was hurtful, but it made up for it because she was a competitor. Portia didn't just wear a bikini, she competed too, okay? And Rachel even got in a little butt kissing on Kalia, saying that she needed to get rid of her because if Kalia was in the final 2, she definitely would have won. Sure. And Portia, I made big game moves, and I got a golden key. I did. Alright, so it's time for the final pleadings, which, you know, I don't see the point of this at all. They just keep rehashing the same crap over and over, and it didn't really make a difference in who was voting for who, because I'm sure they determined that well in advance. So I really, if you want to show more clips from within the house and everything, get rid of all these final pleadings, because they're BS, they're pointless. But Rachel said, I was the biggest target, I was a competitor, I exposed Danielle, and I evicted Kalia, and she was going on, and Julie was like, alright, Portia, I competed in competitions. Thank God she's Simple Jack there and made it really short because they were running out of time. It's time to vote. And Danielle, in her true bitch style, got up there and was like, Rachel, it's a good, you're lucky this isn't a personality contest. Okay, thanks. Smarmy. Why was Kalia wearing just a shirt? I mean, just because your waist is so short that you don't have a waist doesn't mean you can wear a shirt as a dress. No. I think somebody needs to get her on another reality show. I'm thinking what not to wear. Adam continues to be delusional and is like, when I get called back for Big Brother All-Stars, I'm gonna win. Good luck. So they trot out the losers: Dominic, Cassie, Luan, Evil Dick, and Keith. Dick says Danielle ruined the best alliance in the history of the game. She played too hard too fast, and boy did she have dagger eyes for Daddy. Shelley was a liar. Surprise. That's something else we also learned that we already knew from probably week 2. Jeff and Shelley made up. Oh, how sweet. But Jeff and Danielle did not. They still hate each other. And Kalia once again reiterated, I played my own game. Sure you did. Alright, Dominic, Luan, and Keith, were they even there? Because they didn't say anything. Did they just have cardboard cutouts of them? Because they just sat there like statues. And the winner is... No one gets between me and my man! Yay, Rachel. You and Buki can have a proper wedding now, just as long as he can keep it in his pants and off of Skype. Please, delete Skype from his laptop. Alright, so America's favorite? Sorry, Kalia. You're not going to be able to pay that rent anymore. You're going to be living in a cardboard box. Jeff won. So congratulations, Jeff. Congratulations, Rachel. And thanks, you guys, for watching. You're the ones who have really made me the winner, because I'm so glad that you were here every week watching and commenting, and I appreciate it so much. And like, y'all have been the best. Really, you have. And until next season, much love.